Well, good morning from Contentment. It's a beautiful morning, about the middle of September 2025. The sun has been up for a couple hours. It's nice and cool. It's about 50 degrees outside. No wind right now, which is beautiful. And going to try to get a few things done before long. So the silver streak is coming along nicely. We've got some, upcoming videos on that. And one thing we want to do is get this whole raised bed area cleaned out. We're going to get these straw bales out of here, and we're just going to, let the soil relax into a general garden area here. Having the straw bales has been nice, but one thing we forgot about when we put these in is that these bales, this barley straw, when it was growing, was treated with a broadleaf weed killer that is very persistent. And by persistent, I mean 7 years persistent. So the best thing we can do is either burn them or put them in a place where we don't want any vegetation to grow. And so I was thinking maybe in front of the or underneath the solar array might be a good spot for these. And as you can see, they're deteriorating anyway. So get this cleaned out, get this whole area cleaned up, this whole, garden area. It's fall. We're not growing anything anymore for the season. And so we're going to get this cleared out and prepared for next season's growing. The apple trees came back. Boy, it was touch and go there for all. Wasn't sure they were. They came back. Hopefully they're a little stronger this year. It takes a while to establish trees in this climate. I mean, you've got to keep water on them. You've really got to fortify the soil, build it up, and make sure that they have the nutrition they need to grow. So, they all three came back. Wasn't sure if they would, but they all three came back, and hopefully their root structure's a little stronger, and they'll be even better next year. So there's that. Our plate compactor needed a new engine. The old engine was, it was a decent engine, but it wasn't providing a spark anymore. So I just said, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to go get another engine. So I went and got a cheapy Hobo Freight Predator to throw on there. I've got a new pulley to go on the engine. We'll get that done today. Test run it, make sure it's good, because we're going to need that pretty quickly. And so we'll get that done today. Give you an update on the chickens. We had 7, we now have 6 chickens. One of them died. We don't know why, but you know, rather than harvest the chicken just in case, we decided to go ahead and compost it. And so pretty soon that dead chicken will be compost from it would be pushing up some trees for us. So there's that. We have some harvested some clay that we're going to use here pretty soon to make adobe bricks for the house. And so that's something that'll be coming up, probably in the spring or early summer on a video. But I thought I'd get some clay up here, start piling up, staging it, getting it ready for us to sift and begin using. Here underneath the solar array, behind it, underneath it, we have some erosion where we piled up loose soil underneath here to sort of raise and provide a nice platform here next to the future house. And so we've got to get some erosion control put in place here. I think I'm going to build this soil up a little more so that it slopes back this way instead of that way, and so we get less erosion. And then I think I'm going to put those straw bales from the raised bed right in this area to help control that erosion. We'll see how that goes. Someday soon we're going to have to do some cleanup here on our metal / cast off pile. We've got to clear this area because there will be a shop building going in behind this right there in this area. It'll be almost 2 stories tall. It will face south. It'd be passive solar, and we'll have a greenhouse area built into the south side of it inside, along with, I think, some fire suppression equipment, because as you're aware, we live really remotely here. And a fire department would take at least 45 minutes to get to us if we had a fire. And by that time, everything we have could be destroyed. So we're going to install some, rudimentary fire suppression here so that in case anything happens, we have a way of fighting it. And I think, I'm not sure, I think that may include a 6,000 gallon FRP tank, a fiberglass reinforced plastic tank that we found, which will hold, 6,000 gallons, a lot of water. And it can, if we put it inside the new shop building, it can double as a thermal battery bank for the shop and the little greenhouse area inside the shop. So there's that. These are all things that are, sort of coming up in the future. Today, though, I've got some stuff to do. We've got wood that needs to be ripped, and we need to finish up the last few of our roof beams for the house, because coming up pretty soon, we're going to finish the rudimentary framing for the main part of the house and get a roof on it and get the straw bales installed, we hope, by Thanksgiving. So cold weather coming up. The barley harvest is just starting here, and so we'll have some nice, dry, fresh barley straw bales that we can use to build the house. So really looking forward to that. It's been too long in coming. So those of you who are long-time viewers of our channel will remember Dyna. Dyna 1, we call it now. Dyna was the first dyno we picked up when we were in Oklahoma. Rebuilt the engine, did a bunch of work to it, brought it out here with the intention of using it, to build our off-grid place. But then we found another machine nearly identical to it that was in better shape than this one. And so this Dyna has been relegated as a parts machine and has been sitting out here for years now with nothing done to it. And it's time. It's really become an eyesore here on the property. So it's time to begin to dismantle Dyna 1 and preserve the parts that we need to preserve, like all these rams and buckets and things like that. Basically take it down, place it on pallets, and scrap the frame and just keep everything else, because going forward we'll need parts. So that's one of the things coming up here pretty soon that we're going to have to do. And so, Dyna 1 will continue to live providing parts for Dyna 2, or Dyna as we call it now. And so that's just how it is. I mean, these old machines, this is a 1960 vintage machine, and so finding parts of these things is impossible, or nearly impossible. So we've got to hang on to everything we can off of this old machine and just scrap the frame. And that'll be good. So Dyna 1 will continue to live on as parts are added to Dyna 2 from it. But we have to get this taken apart, staged on pallets or crates, and get this thing off the landscape. So, and we're starting to build up our firewood for the winter. That's about a month's worth right there. We need to get some more. But all this was just from leftovers from the roof beam project. A lot of wood that, you know, we spent time planing and milling and stuff like that, but that we knew some of which would eventually end up in the firewood pile, because not all this wood that we harvested from the forest is that great. So we knew that going forward. We took the good out of it that we could, and the rest is firewood, which is fine with us. But we created this firewood pile in just a few hours yesterday, just chopping it up on a chop saw, and so that's kind of a nice quick month's worth of firewood. Beats swinging it with an axe, but we still have to do some of that. Anyway, as you can see, we still got a lot of logs that we can process for firewood, and that's fine with us. We'll chop them up as we go. The sawmill that you see over there is on his way out. We've used him. He's served us okay. Had to replace an engine on it, but that's okay. And now we have a taker for it. I found somebody, a local carpenter, contractor, who wants a sawmill, and he agreed to trade labor for it. So that's good. We can get he can help us get some work done on the house, and at the same time we can you know, get rid of the sawmill. He gets a sawmill and we're good to go. So it looks like the dogs have been after some creature underneath this pile. This pile of slabs will stay in place. We'll use it for something in the future, but yeah, we can use and take advantage of these slabs that we milled. That offcut pile is, you know, just that. It's either going to be a bonfire or we'll cut up good pieces for firewood. Same with that big pile over there. And the rest of the logs are, you know, future firewood. So it's a win-win for all of us. But it's a beautiful day. I got to get to it, and your day is going well. One project we'd like to get a start on, if we can, before the ground freezes here in a few months, is to build a gabion wall along this house pad cut. Looks like it's going to be about 150 linear feet of gabion wall, and you know, we're just going to, you know, place it right here alongside the house and then along the back, forming like a little backyard area for the house. But yeah, so the trick is we've got to get the posts that'll hold our baskets in place in the ground. We have to get them driven into the ground before the ground freezes. And so, you know, with other stuff we have to do on the house, I don't know if we'll get to it, but we might get a start on the post. And if we can, that'd be great, because that was one reason why we needed to get the plate compactor finished, because we need to dig down this area, you know, flatten it, compact it, and then we need to load it with some gravel to provide the footing for the gabion wall. So that is the plan, but it's gonna come here to the corner. I think I may angle around the corner here, and then even with the back of the house, I'll go straight that way toward the solar array for the well. And like I said, that'll form a little backyard area here, little I don't know what you call it, courtyard place where maybe we could have some pretty things. I don't know, we'll see. So the exterior of the Silver Streak is nearly finished. We have to do some, you know, sealing and stuff, which is why that blue tape is still on it. But we've got the new taillights, we've got the rear enclosed with a door, new Silver Streak lettering, new lights and lenses in spots, and just generally trying to get it back to semi-original condition. We've gone along and sealed along where a lot of these seams are and rivets and things. It's still leaking. We can't find the leaks. But this is going to be under a permanent cover someday soon anyway. And new curved windows here. It was funny. You know, in a prior video you saw where we replaced this last louver because it was broken. And then when I was in there working on the floor, I broke it again. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. I'll have to fix it again sometime. But yeah, coming along. We've got some brand new batteries for it, which will be charged, kept charged with their own solar array. So that'll be good. We spruced up the tongue here a little bit, painting some things. We need to get some new propane bottles to run the furnace in there. Yeah, I just have tried to generally spruce up the outside. New lettering up here in the front. And again, we're not done sealing things. Yeah, it's just coming along. This is, you know, like a lot of the projects we have here at Contentment, they all take a long time, and we just have to hit them as we can, you know, as parts come in and that kind of stuff. One of the frustrations we have here is, you know, we can't just run down to Home Depot and get our stuff, but that's okay. We get through it, and so we hit these projects a little, you know, we catch as catch can, and you know, we do it as we go, and we hit a little at a time, and it's the way it is.